All right, we're live here with you, Fatboy FadeAway Sports. We're back after a 2-week little vacation here as we kind of get to the dog days of summer. We had Amanda's wedding, Brian. We had that. That was a success. She's now back starting school. That was a fun thing. And then last week, I would just say it was a sabbatical week. We needed a week off, and then we're back at it here, ready to go. We got a lot of things to get into as we start up the show. We're going to do a little Raiders Niners. Maybe a little debate about kind of the season's inching closer there. Tyler will hit on the Giants a little bit as well. I want to get his thoughts there on that. And then the Milwaukee Brewers. My gosh, what is it like when your team is playing really good? Like as a fan, what teams first come to our mind that we had to keep watching? We wanted to watch every week. Tyler, how you doing?
I'm doing well. Excited to be back. The weddings were great. I've been on 2 wedding weekends back to back. I'm glad they're over. But they were a good time to be had. But I'm glad I have my weekend back.
Glad you had the
traveling to Oregon is not fun. I can tell you that. Do not drive to Oregon.
Nice 8-hour drive for you.
8 hours, 8.5.
Sounds fun. Sounds terrible.
Very terrible.
What's up, Case? How you doing?
Doing good, man. Chilling, yeah. Just ready to talk some sports. And like you said, just kind of stoked. Had a couple weeks off, kind of had some fun, did our thing, and back to the real world now, doing, regular things, regular people, But, yeah, no, it's cool, man. Just stoked, happy. Baseball season's kind of getting to that apex of, like, playoffs. And football's turning around the corner. You got Niners, Raiders yesterday with the preseason, and then college football coming. So, yeah, I'm just stoked for sports to, like, fully get back into it here again.
Brian, did you watch the Raiders Niners yesterday?
Yeah, I did.
Give me your takeaway. Preseason football. Geno looked pretty good. I was happy with the Raiders offensive side, but what's your takeaway from the Niners in a game like that?
I felt good for Moody because, to miss the kick as bad as he did and you get cussed out by a fan. They showed it on the TV and people were just eviscerating him on Instagram, and to go out and kick a 59-yarder to win the game. I mean, you just got to feel good for Moody. It felt like the team kind of rallied around him, and they're trying to get him to get his confidence back.
I really wish Legion Stadium busted out, break it down, and then he did a big suck it sign. You like them apples.
It looked like they were playing at Levi Stadium, though. There was more Niners fans than Raiders. It's there. There was a sea of red there. There was not very many. There was plenty of Raider fans, I'm sure, there, but it definitely looked like there was a ton of Niner fans there. You have the same feeling about Jake the Snake Moody there, Tyler? I mean, it's got to be a concern. The kicker does matter. There's no doubt about it. It matters quite a bit, especially to win games at the end. He let you guys down a couple times last year, right? With that, at least
constantly.
2 times. So, do you have the same feeling with a big kick like that, or to you, does it not really even matter to this preseason?
I mean, I think it goes both ways. It doesn't really matter because it's preseason. Nothing matters really, as long as you stay healthy and you look like you can still play. I still think Moody can be a good kicker. I think he will be a good kicker. I just don't know if it happens in San Francisco. I think he'll figure it out at some point. He has the talent. Is it too far up his head or into his head to figure it out?
I like too far up his head. That's all right. Like that.
I didn't know where to go. I was like,
not a whole lot further. You can't go.
Not farther. You can go to that. Jinty got the touchdown for the Raiders yesterday. He gets in the end zone for the first time. Smith played a little bit. Purdy played a little bit. We got one more preseason game, right? And then we're out of here. That's the idea, right? One more, and then we're on the regular season football. So I asked the question, and we've had. I know you and Casey, go at it with like the things, but if we're talking like realistic, let's have it. Can the Raiders have a better record than the Niners? And last year, I would have never thought the Niners were going to get last place. So NFL is a weird thing. Brian, you've been trying to pump me up a little bit, saying the Raiders could maybe get to 9 wins, maybe make a playoff run. Is there any world where the Raiders could actually have a better record than the Niners? Like, does anybody see that being possible, or is the division too tough in the AFC West where the Raiders are going to have too many losses in their own division to be able to make up for any last place schedule that they might have? But the Niners have a last place schedule as well, and their schedule's from afar looks pretty cake, especially the last part of it. What do you think there, Brian? Do you think any chance the Raiders could have a better record than your Niners?
I'm gonna take the famous sign from Vincent McMahon. No chance in hell.
No chance. Come on, Tyler. What do you think? Any chance?
Absolutely, it can happen. It's the NFL. Anything can happen. I mean, if some injuries happen every week, you got to avoid those. The Niners have been terrible at avoiding them in the Shanahan era. Even when they're good, they're still always banged up. Got like running back and DB and D line. I don't know. It could happen. Should it happen? Probably not, because of how easy the Niners division but their schedule is and how tough the Raiders division is. Probably shouldn't happen with the talent level of both teams, but it could happen for sure.
Would you think the Raiders have is it 50-50?
No, the Niners should have a better record than that.
Okay, so that's where we're at it. Case, any chance on Raiders? It's hard for me to say that they would have a better record than the Niners, because the Niners are a little deeper in a lot of spots. But I guess my only hope for the Raiders would be that, I like the young offensive weapons they have with Bowers and the new running back. We'll see what Smith can do, bring any energy possibly to the team to start. Still have massive concerns defensively. Any chance that the Raiders could have a better record than the Niners?
I mean, yeah, absolutely. The Niners are on the decline right now. So, they're not as, great and powerful as they used to be. I mean, Purdy right now, he's playing basically with, a makeshift receiver core. I mean, Ricky Pearsall, he looked promising, actually, against the Raiders. So, I mean, that's a good sign for the Niners. But, I mean, I don't think they're as strong. Like you said, they're deep. I don't think they're as deep as they have been. I think that's the issue, is the depth. I think Kittle's still great. Don't get me wrong. I think Purdy's a great quarterback. But it's not going to be as easy. I mean, McCaffrey, he's iffy always with his health. So, I mean, definitely I think the Raiders – I think, the Raiders defense for sure I think will be, kind of like Moody for the kicker. You just don't know what you're going to get sometimes. It's just how it is. But
that's not good for your defense.
I think the Raiders.
I gotta say, nobody hates on the Niners more than Nick Wright. It's Nick Wright and it's Casey.
I don't think I was hating, actually. I think I'm actually pretty realistic on this. I mean, you guys have been up at the high for 5 years, and now you're finally coming down. It's welcome to reality, Brian. You can't be on top forever, bro.
Go ahead, Brian.
Did you see how Brock Purdy looked yesterday with the accuracy on his passes and stuff? What game were you watching?
Hey, Gino looked good, right?
I said he played good. But you guys, your receivers are not
Ricky Pearsall's the new number one, buddy. Get ready and get used to it.
So you're confident in saying Ricky Pearsall is your number one receiver going forward into the season?
Yeah, I think he's going to take a big step, and I think that's why
big step. He didn't even take a step.
That's why they trade away Debo, because they have confidence in him.
John Gruden said George Kittle is the fourth best receiver in the NFL. So maybe I think but John loves blocking, so that's probably where we'll get into Gruden a little bit more with some of the stuff. But what do you think, T? About I get what Casey's saying in terms of the receivers. I have questions about that. I think I brought that up with you guys a couple weeks ago. Was if there was any unit that I would have be concerned about, it would be wide receiver. But you still have Jennings, who's been really good over the last couple of years that Purdy has built a rapport with. Obviously, George Kittle is one of the best tight ends in all of football. So I'm not I think I'm kind of stepped off a little bit of how far a ledge I was on about how bad the receiving core is for the Niners. And I'm kind of said, all right, they're not as bad as I thought. Well, I mean, but it's not electric. Let's put it that. It's not this electric group of receivers.
The receivers can concern me for sure. I absolutely, until Ayuk gets back. We haven't even mentioned Ayuk. If he gets back and returns to the former Ayuk, then we're fine. I think from 20 to 20, the offense is going to move great. It's once we get in the red zone and you need that receiver who can just snag a ball from a defender and win the 50-50 balls, where I think the offense will kind of come back to earth, and I think we'll have to settle for a lot of field goals, and Moody's going to have to make a lot of kicks, which he has not been dependable on in the past, but you never know. And then maybe someone takes a step up. Maybe Pearsall does turn into a stud. Like, I don't know. He looked good, but we haven't seen it yet, and it's preseason. So, like, they could be – I think the offense from 20 to 20 will be great. In the red zone, they better be able to run the ball. And that all depends on McCaffrey's health, and that's another – like, nothing seems like it's a sure path to success. Like, there's always like that, well, this has to happen too. Someone has to do this. And so, like, I believe in the Niners being good. I just don't know how good.
I mean, they have the McCaffrey part is the key, right?
Absolutely.
Do you guys? I mean, Tyler, and Brian. Like, do you guys like? Honestly, when I ask this, do you guys think you guys are going to win the division?
Well,
I think we have as good of a shot as
anyone.
anyone.
I would say yes, because I have some serious concerns about Stafford is still not practicing. You know, I mean, that's a problem. He has a disc back issue, so he's seeing specialists about his back. So that's really concerning if your quarterback isn't practicing.
They have Jimmy Garoppolo, though.
Don't you agree with that? I mean,
yeah, no, I agree with that.
You have to go with Jimmy Garoppolo. You can't have much confidence.
The Italian stallion. Get the subway out. Get the subway. Subway sandwiches.
So, Brian, you're betting buddies on the Niners.
I don't know why people give the Rams a pass this year, because that is a concern not having your quarterback practicing. Let's be real.
The Rams are more talented than the Niners. The Rams are the most talented team in your division right now.
Well, your quarterback's not practicing.
Do you think he'll be there?
Win. You need your quarterback to win. If he's not on the field, the Rams are not as good of a team. They're probably they'll be lucky to win 9 games with Jimmy Garoppolo.
How many quarterbacks could you name better than Matt Stafford in the NFL? How many do you think, right off the top of the head, if you had to say
6?
How many could you name? Brian, you think you could name 8 better than Stafford?
No, I mean, he's a good quarterback. That's why I'm saying if he's not on the field for the Rams, they have a different team.
Would you rather have Hurts or Stafford?
I would rather have Stafford.
Yeah. So you have the big 4, right? Where you have Burrow, Mahomes, Allen, and Jackson. Is Stafford? Is he next in that list? Is he the next guy? Is it?
Yeah, he's 5.
Herbert or somebody else? All right. So Purdy obviously is not better than Stafford. Then he's the best quarterback of the division. All right. Yeah, I mean, if he doesn't play, obviously that's a huge issue for the Rams. I mean, you guys are it'll be interesting. Kind of back to the start to kind of pivot back to where we started the conversation was, are the Raiders better than the Niners, or the Niners gonna have a better record than the Raiders? It sounds like, Casey, you're gonna say yes, that the Raiders will this year again, or where are you at with that?
I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I think the Niners will have a better record, but it's not going to be. I think it's going to be like 10-7, 9-8, something like that. It's not going to be far off.
So wild card material, maybe win the division, but then, yeah. Do you think the Cardinals could take a jump in that division this year? I think they could, a little bit. That's the other team I think that could take a little bit of a jump in their division. They see Murray's.
I don't trust Kyler.
He started to play a little bit better at the end of last year, so we'll see a little bit better. He started, but
he reminds me of like a Steve Francis.
Aaron in his cards. He loves those cards.
Lonzo Ball type play. Yeah, it looked good. You put on the highlight tape.
You come over to my house and go, put the cards on.
Put the cards on, baby. Tyler, what were you saying there?
I just think Kyler Murray, he's like the NBA equivalent of like a Steve Francis or Lonzo Ball. Like, you put on the mixtape, like, oh, this guy's the best player in the league, and then you like watch every day. There's a lot to be desired.
John Gruden picked the Tampa Bay Bucks to win it all, to win the Super Bowl with your boy Baker Potato there. Brian, he said he could win it. If you had to pick a random team outside the Chiefs and the Eagles and the Bills, what other team would you pick to win the Super Bowl? Would it be the Rams?
No.
We're overrating Stafford at this point in his career. Having
I'm just curious where we're going.
It's insane. He threw 20 touchdowns last year for 3,700 yards. He's 37. He's not number 5. That's a joke.
Sam Darnold better? Baker Mayfield?
Yes.
Sam Darnold's better.
Yeah, Sam Darnold.
He had the 5th most yards last year.
Who did?
Darnold.
Sam Darnold.
Yeah. Are you gonna go Samuel?
Supposedly he's been very hot. No, Jaden Daniels is better. Jalen Hurts is better.
All right, so you'd rather have Jaden Daniels than
Stafford. Yeah, absolutely.
And CJ Stroud too.
Yeah, at 37 and with a fuse back, absolutely. What are we talking? Easy.
Nice.
Then you might as well not take Lamar Jackson over Stafford.
Well, no, I'm taking 6. I said I'll take 6, and then Stafford's at 7.
No,
that's crazy.
That's not that's
Look
7.
at his numbers last year.
So,
I mean, you look at the quarterbacks though, Tyler. Like they're not.
Purdy's just as good as Stafford at this point in their careers. I'd rather have Purdy.
I wouldn't. I mean, I don't think he's far off, but no, I trust Stafford more.
Let's just be honest. Stafford's old, and the roids are wearing off. So
steroids. Whoa, getting flat.
Is he the one married to the? Is he the guy that his wife is the one that's outspoken about him? Was he the guy last year?
She slept with his backup quarterback.
I know what she said on that. So back to my question. So obviously the teams that are the top 5 in power rankings kind of going into next year, right? Is obviously the Eagles. You have the Chiefs. You have the Ravens. You have the Bills, and I guess number 5 would be the Niners, maybe the Command, or maybe the Lions. I guess is number 5 is probably where you'd go with the Lions there. We'll say the Lions 5. So if you couldn't pick one of those 5 teams, who would you say could kind of surprise to make a Super Bowl? Would you, Brian? Yeah, outside of those 5, because I feel like those are the obvious top 5 teams.
Yeah,
and maybe. Are the Commanders there yet? I feel like they're going to maybe regress a little bit whenever a team goes on a run like that. I feel like that's hard to match another NFC Championship game, you know what I mean, especially for a young quarterback.
And I guess my question about the Lions is how will they look without their defensive and offensive coordinator taking head coaching jobs? Will that affect them?
I think it definitely will affect them a little bit. There's no doubt about that. What do you think, T?
I'd probably go the Bengals just because they have Joe Burrow and 2 absolute studs and a great running back, and then you had some D-line help, and you hope you get Hendricks back at some point. You have a pass rush. I don't know. That'd be my safest bet.
Safe bet. What do you think, Case?
Yeah, no, I've kind of thought about that a few times.
Bengals.
No, I don't think the Bengals. I was thinking more so I mean, I don't know. I think Tennessee might be kind of a surprise this year.
Not to go to the Super Bowl, though.
No, but playoffs. I think they could be like the Commanders of last year.
Wow.
They drafted the years before. I mean, they got their offensive line kind of set. And then, I mean, Cam Ward, I think he's a hell of a quarterback. So, and then they got
talk about no weapons.
Who's the big receiver they got though? They do have one receiver,
Ridley,
I thought.
or Judy. One of the two. Ridley. No, it's Ridley.
So, yeah, I think that's a pro. But to actually make the Super Bowl, what do you say we go Steelers there with Aaron Rodgers?
Retirement home.
The retirement home. I would say the Texans if I was going to throw out a random team. Yeah, that's not in it. That would be my just because I like the young both.
What about the Browns? Shador.
I'd go with the Chargers because usually year 2 under Jim Harbaugh, he's going to have that team playing pretty sharp, and they did blow it in the playoffs against the Texans, but I'm just saying, Jim Harbaugh always the team just gets better, the more he charges them up. Look what he's doing with Trey Lance. He's making him look decent.
The Chargers were also next on my list. it's just hard to get past that Chargers jinx a little bit.
I don't like. Keep going.
I guess the bigger question is over or under. When does Jimmy go straight to the Broncos from the Bengals? And how many weeks does it take?
We'll give Jimmy a couple weeks for sure on that. They had to run the mile yesterday in a business suit. What were you saying, T?
I don't remember. I do remember. I don't like the Herbert Harbaugh mix. I don't think.
Why?
Because Harbaugh likes to play conservative football, run the ball a lot. And I just don't think that's Herbert's style of play. I think it's a spread them out, throw the ball 40 times. And the pay, going into Herbert, I just don't think it's the best way to build a Harbaugh football team.
I don't know. See, that kind of, I don't know. That surprised me a little bit. What do you got? First game, Brian, is September. Is it the 10th? Is that what it is? I think it's September 10th is when football starts back up.
It's September 7th.
Is it the 7th? Okay, so we're about 3 weeks away from the first game here. So probably next week, maybe we'll do a little division picks and kind of work our way up to playoffs and that kind of stuff there. So we'll kind of start to break down a little NFL. I know I want to get Jay maybe on do a little podcast with us from that other sports show. I thought it'd be fun to have him on, talk a little breakdowns of like you guys did last year for your show on when you guys did the Niners show there. So I thought it'd be fun to have him on there. I think just his thoughts on his Cowgirls and all that stuff and see what he thinks of how they're going to do this year as well. What was that?
Maybe talk a little bit of wrestling with them.
Yeah, we could definitely do a little wrestling. All Brian, any final thoughts on the NFL there? Anything else?
Yeah, I just think I'm just ready for the season to start. You know what I mean? We're at that point where it's the final preseason game. So.
Hallelujah. Thank God. And Brian, I appreciated your text where you said, yeah, maybe you're right about preseason football. It's not all that great. So I appreciate that. Made me feel a little better this week.
You regret buying the package?
I think it was only $7, but I would.
I do regret it because the Raiders are on locally during preseason in Southern California. So I went to go look for it on NFL Plus and wasn't even on. I had to go find it somewhere locally. So I do regret that a little bit.
That's a bunch of horseshit.
That's what happens when you live in the SoCal area. That's the only advantage now. They're
playing the Chargers next week, and it's going to be on locally again. It's like unbelievable.
Unbelievable. One preseason game with no starters played is what you buy.
Oh, what'd you get? You didn't watch a little Buffalo Chicago tonight on Fox? That's what you get tonight if you want it. The NFL Network, Jaguars, Saints. Does that gets you riled up? That gets us excited for a second.
Make you fired up, man. You get to see the luscious locks of Trevor Lawrence.
And remember, we're still sponsored by
You get to see how Tyler Slaw looks.
And remember, we're still sponsored by the Roku game that started right now. Nationals Phillies underway, just to let people know. So if you're in there, Aaron Nola off the IL. So that's where we'll lead into the Roku game of the day, the Roku game of the morning game. Yeah. So, anyways, it's still kind of I don't know. I feel like with the NFL, there's so much. I don't know. I call it fake noise along the offseason, and then now as we're here, we can kind of start to make picks, and that's where it kind of starts to get a little bit more with it. So. I am excited though for the first game, so that will be. I'm ready for real football. Has everybody done their fantasy football?
I expect no love lost between Adam and Casey and Darren. I mean, I expect some trash talking. Come on,
for guys. Week one, yeah. A lot on the line. Oh God, did you imagine me and Casey if they lose to the Patriots next week? Oh man, that won't be good. That won't be good. You're going to see total negative Darren if that's the case. If they can lose to the Patriots, Brian, you're going to get negative there right off the bat.
I've been talking to Adam lately. He's pretty confident that he's going to beat your Raiders.
Well, I would be too. I mean, my goodness. I mean, we don't show that we can ever do anything positive. So we'll see what happens. But we got Pistol Pete versus Vrabel the first game there with it. So that'll be good.
Pete, man. He's back. We have a real coach.
Gino flipping off the fans in Seattle. Right? Gave him the birds for the. You can't compare him to Jamarcus Russell. Everybody, come on, we can't do that. That's not all right with that area. Tyler,
they saw the face of Johnson.
They saw the face of Johnson.
Gave him the bird haters. They said you can suck this, bro.
Are you gonna go to any games this year, Tyler? Niners games? You went
last
last
year.
year.
One. I'll probably go to one.
What one did you go to last year?
The Lions. It was actually pretty cool. The Lions were unbelievable at that point. They were doing hook and ladders in the middle of the game. I was like, this is the New York Jets. Formation.
Did you guys almost win that one? Or no?
We were in it for 3 quarters and then we fell apart. Pearsall had a hell of a game. I was like, wow, this is a breakout game.
Big Ricky. So you got that. So we'll get into picks a little bit more as we move through the next couple of weeks here, and we get for kickoff football on Thursday there.
Are you doing a preview show with like the variety sports guys and stuff like that?
I don't know if I'm kind of stepping back a little bit from the football on that a little bit, just because of Sunday nights. I'll probably still jump in on a few shows. So if we want to do something, I'm sure we could do a little preview. But I figure through Fatboy FadeAway, we can still kind of do that this year as well.
I wanted to razz Terrell a little bit about his Rams and see his concern level.
This concern the Rams. Well, I don't think Terrell. He won't be concerned about the Rams. Yeah, but I know me, Jimmy, and Jordan are going to get on Ohio Sports on the Monday before. But we'll keep previewing here with it as we go. We talked about Tyler joined me though on Thursday for 7th inning stretch, and Tyler, we don't need to go do it big time, but again, the Giants they lose again the last 2 nights since I talked to you. Was it 14 straight losses at home, or it's like something crazy?
14 of 15.
14 of 15 losses at home. Kind of reminds me of when they first opened Oracle Park or Pac-Bell Park, whatever the heck it was called. They couldn't win. They couldn't win forever.
Damn Elster.
Elster had 3 home runs in a game. You guys should have won probably both games when I listening to it. We kind of blew them late in some way. So I don't know. I was a little surprised when Logan was saying get rid of Boone but keep Melvin. I think Melvin should. I was going to say it again. Bob Melvin should be fired at the end of this year if I was Buster Posey.
I agree wholeheartedly.
I think it's time to move on.
There's nothing left for him to do in San Francisco. We've been mediocre for his whole tenure, and they don't play inspired. And now we're bad. We can't hit. I don't think the team's very talented. I think there's a third of the lineup is an automatic out, and if they get on base, it's a single at best. So you're giving away 3 innings of the game of offense basically just with that. So they're not very talented hitting the ball outside of a couple guys. And even the big name guys haven't performed up to their standards. So they're going to be bad. But at the same time, that falls on somebody. And it's not going to fall on Buster Posey in his first year. So, Bob, you got to go.
Well, it'll be interesting what Posey does because he did sign him to an extra deal, right? He didn't have to.
He's going to have to eat it at this point. He made another mistake.
I don't think they're gonna. I think because of that, he ends up staying. Believe it or not,
they're compounding their mistakes. Like that's the worst way you could do this. Is if you're gonna go, well, I did this, so I have to keep doing it that way.
Yeah, no, I hear you. If you have to keep doing that, that's not the way to do. Here was a caller from last Sunday. I thought, who was on KMBR. This guy called in at their last game. That was funny.
The players that you watched today didn't give any effort to you. It's not Buster Posey's fault they didn't play well today. It's not Bob Melvin's fault. It's each one of these players that put that uniform on today and went out there and tried to play baseball. And it was pathetic. It was 100% pathetic.
That's what pathetic. That's what it is right there. John, I think we've all said that as sports fans along the way. We've all used that. Pathetic. That's what they are right now. The opposite of pathetic is the Milwaukee Brewers, though. I don't know. I know we're not from the cheese country, but 14 straight wins, magical wins that they're starting to get. Last night was the cream of the crop, magical wins, like double play possibly to end the game, and then Cruz throws the ball away, or the first baseman couldn't pick it. The tying run comes in to score to tie it up. So any way that they can win, and so it made me think, Brian, of those early 2008 teams, and just when how fun it is when your favorite baseball team is playing magical. There's nothing better than it because they're on every day. They find all these different ways to win games. Either they're kicking people's butts or they're down and they're coming back. I mean, I was trying to think, as fans, right? when you say this isn't like what's the best team you've ever had. It's just like what team has been so fun to watch because like, and that's what I feel is I'm kind of jealous of Brewer fans right now. Like they're on this like magical ride right now as a 40 games over 500, and then like and we're like at August 17th, and like they can't lose. I mean, they literally just however they need to win, they're winning. Like for me, it was definitely the 20-game win streak team. But then there was that, where they win that, and then they end up losing one, and they beat the Twins another 3 games. So they win like something crazy, 24 out of 25. It's just like, and I know you've had that same run at times with the Giants as well, Tyler. Like
not quite that good,
but they might win 10 of 11, and then they win another like 8 in a row or something. Especially, it just I don't know. I'm trying to figure out how to put into words, but I just enjoy that I'm just jealous watching the Brewers fans have a great time knowing that their team is not going to lose. Like that's literally what it is. So I don't know. Is there a team that comes to mind? Doesn't have to be baseball. It could even be football or whatever. But Tyler, any thoughts on that?
I mean, it's definitely a fun time to be a sports fan in Milwaukee. Like you just go to the park knowing you're going to win. And if you you're going to find a win. I think what brings me back is to the We Believe Warriors, the last month of the season to get into the playoffs.
Yeah.
I was like, we're going to win. But they're going to find a way to win. We might get down 20 early, and we're just going to end up winning by 20. It seemed like whether it was a matchup where a team was tanking or didn't want to win and we got a right matchup, or the Mavericks sitting their guys. But that whole month, the Warriors were on fire, and you knew they were going to win.
Well, they won 24 in a row.
That one I was thinking, too. That kind of reminded me at the start of the season.
That was the Kerr, Luke Walton year.
Yeah, but it still was like they could figure it out any way to win. Like they were down late and they would still like figure out a miracle way to win a game. Or that was kind of the other team I was thinking, Casey, too, because of like just the magical run. Like that game in Boston, they come back and win. Like they had a lot of like crazy games like that in that stretch.
And they lost to Milwaukee Bucks.
Yeah, you're right. They did. That was the Bucks who ended that streak. I don't know, just pretty crazy, Johnson, that you have a team like that's. Any team for you stick out like that? That was like your favorite team to watch in terms of
the 2002 A's when they lost a bunch of talent in the off season and still found a way to like win these crazy games during that 21 game win streak. And that was great. And then Scott Hatteberg hit the game winner against the Royals after
I thought that was Chris Pratt
blowing the game.
I thought it was Chris Pratt that hit the home run, not Scott Adams. No. Derek was like, he was very disappointed in Jurassic Park because no Chris Pratt case. You remember that? He wasn't happy about that. We did not like. We wanted.
I guess another question I have is, who do you think's going to end up winning the NL West, the Padres or the Dodgers? Because that's starting to heat up right now.
Well, what a disappointment! What a disappointment by the Fathers. They come back and lose the last 2 against LA. They're supposed to kind of cut the Dodgers. I don't know. I think the Dodgers. I was on the Padres, but I'm disappointed these first 2 games. But they better win. They better win today. I know that they can't get swept in LA after they had this golden opportunity. So I'm a little disappointed in that.
The Padres feel like the Colts to the Patriots. Like for whatever reason, they cannot cross that. They can't beat them. You know what I mean? It's like Manning versus Brady. They're always like, I don't know. They're like just as good as them. But for whatever reason, they cannot beat them in playoff baseball. They just can't do it. Like those meaningful games, the Dodgers just always seem to pull it out.
It's almost like going to take a miracle, right? In some way for them.
Yeah, I mean, because you look at the team, they're they're loaded. San Diego, I mean,
yeah.
I think probably the best team they've had probably since like a Tony Gwynn team. I mean, the talent on their team's pretty ridiculous. I mean, they got to have at least probably 4 legit all-stars.
Yeah,
5.
I would say so.
I mean, especially if they had Mason Miller too, right?
Yeah.
I mean, they're both. They got 7, 8, 9 guys that are pretty much electric. So I don't know. It'll be interesting though. I mean, starting to heat up now. You got about 40 games left, and then
are you still in on your Reds?
Oh yeah, no. I mean, they were
out. Casey's confidence in the Reds and the Raiders.
I mean, with Lodolo and Martinez, I think they got
Lodolo. I like it. Look at this guy, Tyler. Look at this guy. This guy's on fire. Yeah,
it's funny hearing Casey's interpretation of the season and Doug's interpretation of it. He lives in
Cincinnati.
He's trying to feel better.
They cannot go over like 6 games over 500, and they cannot go like like that's as far as it goes. It just like plateaus at 64 and 58, like something like that. Just like, back to 63 and 64.
Hey, would you guys rather had Ryan Howard or Carlos Delgado for a career?
Delgado.
Ryan Howard.
Carlos Delgado.
Delgado. What'd you say, Case Howard?
Ryan Howard.
You're a Delgado guy too. That surprises me. You were a Carlos guy.
I even got you to call the random guy Delgado.
Delgado. We got there. Would you rather have Ryan Braun or Adrian Gonzalez?
Adrian Gonzalez. He did it clean.
Ryan Braun.
Cheater.
Are we factoring in steroids?
You just the player that you saw. The player you saw.
No, I'd rather have Ryan Braun.
You'd rather have Ryan Braun? Okay. Prince Fielder or Mark Teixeira?
Teixeira,
you'd rather have it that time. Okay. Hanley Ramirez or Jason Giambi?
Jason Giambi.
All right. So I'm bringing somebody's name. Or John B. We could do that. I bring that up because I'm looking at 2008 home run leaders, and Howard led it that year with 48. Adam Denton with 40 was the year was second that year. Delgado, and then Manny Ramirez fourth with the Dodgers in 2008. He was the guy with that. A random name that was in that top 10. Good old Ryan Ludwig was if a name would pass there.
What team was he out of that play? Padres?
He was on the Cardinals. The other guy that was in that list that kind of dropped off was Carlos Quinton. Jermaine Dye was in the top 10 as well up there. And look, Brian, look at this. Jack Cuss, 33 home runs in 2008 from the A's. Jack Cuss out there.
That was the one time Peter Gammons was wrong. He thought the A's were going to hit Adam Dunn, and it never happened.
Wrong again. You got that one. So, I thought that.
I thought they did get Adam Dunn.
He was actually traded that year. They did at the very last.
Yeah.
He was like, what do you call that after the trade deadline pickup?
The waivers?
The waiver thing. Yeah, he was like that. And I don't even think he was playoff eligible because of maybe he was, but I feel like he was. I want to say he wasn't playoff eligible because of that.
If we're talking A's baseball, one of the best signings the A's did for a veteran player was Frank Thomas. He had an unreal year for the A's. Do you remember that?
Yeah, he was. Yeah, he was. He was. And then he ended up playing. He ended up coming back.
Yeah, he was unreal that year. Like, I was like,
him in the board game were a great 1-2 punch.
Milton Bradley, all right. Milton that was there. Oh, I forgot Milton. He was the only guy that actually did anything in the playoffs that year. That was,
I got his autograph too. I got Milton's autograph.
Did he slap you in the face at the same time?
Did he tear his ACL arguing with him?
Did he get it right there? So, anyways, we got baseball kind of heating up there with it as we kind of get going there. I just thought it was funny looking back at the 2008 home run leaders there along the way. So, and then another thing I just rolled, Brian, for we'll go quick with this. So you guys just throw out a name. The idea is you come up with the least popular player, but I don't want to be here all day with it. But we'll just test Johnson everybody's knowledge here with it. So here's a grid that I've been doing a little bit more. So who's a random Bengals player that played 5 seasons? It just had to play for the Bengals for 1 year.
John Kitna.
Is that everybody want to go? Should we go Kitna? What the percentage on Big Kitna is there? He is 0 point. Played 5. It doesn't have to be with just the Bengals 5 years. It can just be. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, right. That's different.
What do you think, Packers, Tyler?
Packers played
somebody played
5+ seasons.
And does he have to play for all those teams?
No, he just have to be somebody that played for the Packers and played 5 seasons in the NFL. But you want to think of random guys, not necessarily like Brett Favre, because more people are going to say that.
Donald Driver, Driver.
Yeah, should we go Driver there?
Who was the running back before?
Amon Green.
No, before Amon Green and Levin. It was like Edrin Bennett or something.
Who? Bennett? I don't remember.
Edrin Bennett.
Edrin Bennett or something. Not Edrin.
Earl Bennett?
No.
Edgar Bennett?
Maybe. Yeah, I think that's probably it. That's probably it.
Yeah.
Edgar, yes. There you go. All right, how about a Lions guy, Brian? Or let's let you. Or who do you got? Played 5 seasons and played for the Lions 1 year. Did Joey Harrington get 5 years? Did Joey Harrington? Yeah.
Herman Moore.
Herman. Let's see what the percent. Let's see what the percentage of Herman is. I'm gonna say he's gonna be a
Charlie Morton.
Let's see what Herman. If I can get him on, he's got to be one of the top Hermans. Yeah, he's got to be up there. Not even 1% with it. So, anyways, that's kind of fun. You can kind of do stuff like that with it. I actually beat Damian Adams at his own Pelicans game last night. We picked all Pelicans. I was like, oh, I could come up with random Pelican guys. Anthony Morrow, Doris Cole. I was like throwing them all out there. I was like. Reggie Williams, I know, played for them as well. So I was like, I could definitely do all right with that.
That must have been a Warriors one with the Pelicans.
Speedy Claxton. I was like, Dale Davis, I know, played for him. Nope. He said, I do not want to play with the Pelicans. So that's because remember, he got traded for Baron Davis in that deal. So I always thought for sure he was, but nope, I was wrong about that. Wrong again.
DeMarcus was on there for DeMarcus Cousins was on there for a minute.
Oh yeah, that was when I thought they were going to be good. Because they were going big, right? The big light up with it yesterday. All right, before we get to winners and losers, last for the week, did you guys see this double play yesterday from the Mets starting pitcher? Pretty smooth double play here.
Ground ball backhanded by McClain. Out at second, baby the first for a double play.
That's as good as it gets, I would say. That's smooth with the back there with it. So. Rookie gets that with it. What do you got for winners and losers this week, Brian? Where do you want to start us out?
I'm going to start out the losers. That guy who flipped out over Moody missing a kick. It's like it's a preseason game. If you're ripping on players, like get a life, buddy.
Get a life, but well.
You bought the preseason package.
But I'm not cursing players out and flipping them off.
That is true. You're not fussing it out. What do you got? Dogs wrestling over there?
Somebody? Dogs going crazy. Man. I don't know who that about.
It sounded like chaos just broke into the house.
I was like, somebody got there with it. Well, what do we have from earlier in the show? What was Brian saying?
Out there and tried to play baseball, and it was pathetic. It was
pathetic. That's what they were for Johnson. Pathetic around there. So I like it. Loser of the week, Brian. Expect more of that Instagram stuff. And I would have to say, I appreciate your attitude this year with it. Last year, you were harsh on Shanny at times, right? But you're having a new spirit about you. So we're going to take new jobs.
To get back into football and enjoying it again. So
all right, we like that. Case, you got loser of the week?
Yeah, I guess I don't have this, but you guys might have Instagram or something like that. But I guess they like put on like tracking devices for Instagram. I guess now it shows like your exact location. Like on your global map or something like that.
Yeah.
You can turn it off, but I was like, I don't want people knowing exactly where I am. That's kind of weird. So like to me, that's like loser. Like, too much.
You're not even married. You got to be careful that when you're married.
I'm good. I don't have to worry about nothing. So, but
he's at Wolf again. He's at Wolf. No, he's at
freaking fat asses drinking.
He's at one. He's close by the house at least. The dot's close, right? If it's there. The dot's close on that.
The child is left there. Come on.
That's funny. What do you got for loser of the week, T?
I got the Michigan NCAA thing. NCAA just gives a slap on the wrist. They penalized Harbaugh 10 years. Sherrod Moore's missing weeks 3 and 4. They just select a random 2 weeks, I guess, in the beginning of the season. I don't know. And then he will miss the opener in Germany in 2026. Sounds like a great deal for him. I don't want to go to Germany and coach. Another loser I have is I found this 5 shocking 1950s wife tips from Smile Be Perfect. Tip number 1: never let them see you without makeup. Tip number 2,
Without
read them with a
Tyler?
smile,
Make-
not complaints.
Hold on. Number 1, Tyler said, was you can't. What was it? Casey didn't hear you on number 1.
Makeup. Never let him see you without makeup. Number 3, have dinner ready and the children quiet. Darren, how's that going?
I'll be sure to remind when I do my teacher orientation. I should say
Tip
that.
number
Yeah,
4. There's only 5. Tip number 4, don't question his decisions. Tip number 5, always look feminine and polished. I was like, oh, man. This sounds like right up Brian's MAGA playbook.
the top 5. Hey, dinner ready. Dinner ready does not need to be a MAGA thing. That is that does not have to be. I like to have the kids be quiet too.
Yeah. Dinner ready and the kids quiet.
Shut your mouth. No.
I remember Tyler when I was like probably, I don't know, give or take maybe 18 or something like that. So Kyle's about 3 years, your brother, your younger
He's
brother.
20.
And your mom was like, she was gonna go somewhere, and your mom's like, I need to put makeup on. Your brother, I love your brother. Is just like, why do you need to put makeup on? You're married. It doesn't.
We'll play that to Connie. Hey, that's 1950s. That's what she was trying to think about. She was trying to think about 1950s there. I was this loser thing. We Brian, you have to enjoy this. We have not touched much Warriors the last few weeks here with it, so we haven't done chalk talk. But my loser of the week is still this Kuminga situation. Just as we can, it's just it's so insane. Just get rid of the guy. Yeah, what are we doing now at this point? Just holy moly! It's like, what's the point of it? Like, what are we doing? Slowing down Curry's, time here, just dealing with this garbage. So, anyways, I'm just so over the Kuminga thing. It's like they got to get this thing solved. Winner of the week, winner of the week there, Brian.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. We gotta start with the Milwaukee Brewers. They've been
no doubt. Yeah, but you don't lose a game for 2 weeks. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
And then the other winner of the week is football season. It's upon us. So.
You have it upon us. You didn't do how about my winner of the week for you, Brian? Would be how about your top 10 list of WW women? I guess easy on the eyes was your no Deborah though. I was a little disappointed. No Deborah eating the cookies. No Deborah eating the cookies on the list.
It was horrible.
My winner of the week is or go ahead, Tate. So go ahead with yours.
Oh, my winner. I mean, you kind of threw me off there. I was just gonna go watching Pete Carroll, Marshawn Lynch interview. I thought it was pretty cool. I don't know, that for me was just for like, it's kind of cool to watch like someone speak about their coach, and when they ask him, like about handing off to the one, in the Super Bowl, he just kind of just doesn't really have an answer. He just like,
I was an idiot.
It's been asked so many times where it's like, I don't know, like what you want me to say anymore. It's just like, pretty much, if I got that ball, what's gonna happen, But for me, it was just, winner of the week, just because Pete Carroll, he's just an interesting coach. You can tell he's like a real dog, and I don't know. I'm just happy we finally have an NFL coach. So that's winner of the week for me.
So I threw it to you early because I thought you were going to steal. I thought I was going to steal yours. So I thought the Gruden thing with the lawsuit was kind of interesting because you can tell he wants to get back in the NFL. The NFL, they leaked emails. There's no way. That's just what happened. These, somewhere along the line, the emails were leaked, and I
just couldn't believe how far they went back. I mean, I thought that had to be illegal or something, like when they did it originally. I don't know.
Apparently, nothing's illegal anymore.
Their NFL email addresses.
Oh, other loser week before I get to UT, I brought up is Mariano Rivera tearing his Achilles in an Old Timers game. That's gotta be tough. I ain't doing that in an Old Timers game. All right, T, finish us up here. Yeah, with winner of the week here.
My winners of the week: Nick Chubb getting back in some game action. Looked pretty good for the Colts, or the Texans. They're going to need a running back with Joe Mixon being hurt. They don't really have anyone.
Yep.
Nick Chubb takes a step. I have what's the guy's name on the Christian Yelich. I thought this type of performance was over for him. Like I thought after those 2 great years, he kind of slipped back. He had a good year last year, but then he got hurt like 70 games in. I just thought him being like this top 25 MLB player was done for him, and he's still there kicking.
Yeah, they still have like that star, right, with him. Yeah, do it, Chase.
Then for sure, winner. I did want to say it. Free burgers for Milwaukee fans. That's pretty dope.
Free burgers.
Did you hear about that? Free
No.
burgers after they won I guess the guy. It's like a franchise, whatever, they're over in Milwaukee, and I think in like the 1950s or 60s, he's basically, I think it was like if they won 17 games straight, he would get free burgers. And then he went to 13, and now it's 12, and I guess they did it like in 2000, not that long ago, and so I think it was like 140,000 people like free burgers, but I was like, that's pretty dope.
Or
like,
cows.
You know the Midwest loves their meat.
It's pretty crazy, but that's definitely
brats.
Like
that's definitely winner. That's the meat right there.
like,
Andrew,
it's Arby's. We got the meat.
Yeah,
Oakland offers shit.
Hey, we'll get you a free hot dogs, $1 hot dogs, but your gut will regret it. Your gut will regret it.
You'll be on the toilet for 2 minutes.
It's a voucher for.
I don't know if I want to be on those. RC Cola, yeah. You got a free RC Cola with that, with the way there. That's funny. I saw this video come across the screen. I thought it was a good way to kind of go a little funny thing. There's a guy, he's thrown out the first pitch at a Red Sox game from a few years ago, but I think you guys have probably seen it, but heads up in the back. Heads up in the background. There we go. First pitch here. Young guy about to throw it for the Red Sox.
Catching his pitch is the former chairman of the Jimmy Fund, Mike Andrews. All right, Jordan, fire it in there.
Sorry.
Nut shot.
One more time.
Catching his pitch is the former chairman of the Jimmy Fund, Mike Andrews.
He's looking right at him, too.
All right, Jordan, fire it in there.
He fired them.
I love it. The cringe.
I just love fire it in there.
Fire it in there, Jimmy.
Oh, one more time, Jimmy. Let's see what you got. One more for the show. It's so good.
That's worse than Tiffany Stratton's first.
We got to timestamp this. Let the news start.
Fire it in there. Fire it in there.
Jimmy.
Right into the meat.
I just love
He
that.
certainly fired at the Jimmy.
That guy probably wants to kill him. The guy that got hidden in the knots.
Oh, man.
I mean, you're like the poor camera guy. You're the poor camera guy. You're not even looking at all. It's like, like look at him. It's like, oh man.
He's looking right at him. Hey, Jimmy.
Catching his pitch is the former chairman of the Jimmy Fund, Mike Andrews. All right, Jordan, fire it in there.
Was it Jordan?
One more time. I love his face right there too. He's like, oh my god, I can't. It's like when I hit that ball, when you hit a golf shot into somebody's backyard and you still got to go by him. Remember that old man stared me down. They're kind of in an awkward situation at that point over there. So thank you for Jordan hitting Jimmy in the Jimmy modes there. So we got it there. That was a good way to end it. I thought on that. So good show, guys. We'll be back to normal time next week with that.
Talk about all in one.
Talk about all in one. I mean, because like what 50 cents is pathetic. His throw. I mean, like I think my daughter could throw it better than that. And like a couple, like he said, Strat and a couple other ones. So, anyways, that one was right up there for me. When I saw that, I was like, oh my gosh, right in the Peanutty Buddies. That's not going to be a good sign to start the day out. So. All right, guys.
Out of us four, who do you think would probably be the worst? I would be
Brian.
So I think Brian
for sure.
Brian throws the least.
Good.
No offense to Brian.
I could hit baseball.
Remember when we did the batting practice with Adam one time? We went to Mark West and he was trying to pitch and he kept throwing him like head level. And then it was funny because Adam was like, "Come on, throw it." Brian's like, "They're right there. What are you doing?" You're like, "Swing the bat, man." You're like, it was like, that was good stuff back in the day. So that was good. All right, Brian, it was good to have your voice back. Not under the sea anymore. A little mermaid.
Could I share something before we end?
Great yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
What?
I've been going through a fitness journey in the last 2 years, and I'm down 100 pounds from what I've been. And I just want to let you guys know that this show has helped me out a lot, and I'm a lot happier than I used to be. And I feel like my relationship with my parents and my sister and you guys is a lot better. And I just wasn't happy before, and that's why I was lashing out. And I just want to say, you guys are great friends, and I'm very happy to have you in my life. And this podcast, gives me meaning and getting fit and stuff like that. So I just wanted to share that about myself.
Well, I appreciate that, Brian, and that's cool. That's cool, man. 100 pounds. That's that takes dedication, obviously, to get to that point. So, nice job with that. Yeah, that's the same way.
Fast food in a year and a half. So,
my God, that's pretty impressive. I've had fast food twice this week, so that's good. That's impressive with that. I did for you. I need to do better in that area for sure as well. But yeah, that's why the podcast is here. It's just a chance for us to. Like, people are like, "Oh, well, you got to take it to this." I'm like, I think at the point it's at now, I would always want it to be big, but sometimes it's nice just to kind of be able to get on a Sunday and talk sports with you guys and not feel the pressure to have to do all these other things too. Like, maybe I should cut a few more things, but at the end of the day, it's kind of fun. And whoever wants to listen, they can listen, and it is what it is. But it's just a good time just getting together. So I appreciate that, Brian, for this stuff. With
Tyler's having Alizé, it looks like this morning. So
I was having some Gatorade.
The Jamarcus Russell drink. But yeah, no, everybody, you guys have a good week out there. Johnson, have a good one. We'll be back next week. Normal time there, a little earlier Sunday morning. We'll kind of start to get into football again at that point too with it. So, but all right, everybody, episode 235 in the book.